Today, we are going to be talking about the books in the Bible, otherwise known as the Canon. Now, you probably already know this, but the Canon is split into two sections, the Old Testament and then the New Testament. You can see the New Testament here is much skinnier than the rest of the Bible. Your New Testament contains 27 books, whereas your Old Testament contains 39 books. 39 plus 27 equals 66. It's also important to remember that your Old Testament is the same collection of writings as the Orthodox Judaism holy book, which is the Tanakh, which includes the Torah, the Nethiim, and the Ketuvim. The Torah is going to be the first 5 books of your Old Testament. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. This is the Torah, or the law of Moses. Okay? Now, in order to understand the Bible correctly, you have to understand that there are different types of literature in the Bible. It's organized this way for a very specific reason. First and foremost, well, like I said earlier, Genesis through Deuteronomy is the law, so that comes first. And next, in our traditional organization of the canon, you have what's called the historical books. Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther. These would be your historical books that give you history and background on Israel and all sorts of kings and lineages and all that stuff. The next main genre will be what's called poetry and wisdom. Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and Song of Solomon, or Song of Songs. Those would be poetry and wisdom. Then, to wrap up the Old Testament, we have what's called the prophets. We have what's called the major prophets: Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel, and Daniel. Lamentations is written by Jeremiah. That's why they're commonly put together. Those are your major prophets, and then the rest are your minor prophets. They're much shorter than the other ones too. Okay? And then your New Testament, the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, the Acts of the Apostles, and then epistles and Revelation.